It's always you, Coy.
It's always me at the moment. What's going on?
Welcome back to the COTM Files. What's up?
Okay, so we're doing something different. We are doing a history tour today. We are going to be doing a tour of our wonderful lesser hall that we've, refurbished a couple of years back, and our mission hall. And then we go into St Illtyd's up the road and going to visit Frank and Seth's graves.
That's providing it's not torrential rain up there, which it has been for most
You never know. I've been told all you need is an umbrella and a good pair of shoes.
Okay. Morning, Faith.
Come on.
What are you up to today?
Just moving stuff. That's what I'm doing. I'm the muscle of the club.
Okay.
Because I haven't got any.
Are you going to learn about the history today?
No, because I've done this, I don't know how many times, well, in 16 years, it's got to be hundreds of times that I've done these with Dad, so I will not be doing the history tour, but I will be running around getting everything sorted in different stations, I assume.
Fab, lovely, have a good day.
Fab, thanks.
I'm going to pass over to John now, and he's going to tell us all the stories, isn't it?
Well, and it can all sound a little bit like yesterday. It can sound like, well, that happened then. And what's really important to me is I'm not going to start from yesterday, I'm starting from today, and we're going to go back. So a similar thing, if you look at the notice board over there, it says there, look, the Presbyterian Church of Wales, Neath Mission Hall, forward movement. So the forward movement was sort of before they got absorbed into the Presbyterian Church of Wales, it was known as the forward movement. He said, if you can manage a donkey, he said, you can manage anybody. Right? He said, I've got the marks all over the lower extremities of my body to prove it. Where he'd been kicked and bitten and all that as he was doing this job. And but he picked up a few things before he was a Christian. This is where he became a good fighter, a gambler, and all that stuff going on.
So tell me, why is telling these stories about history important?
They're important because, as Dad said just a minute ago on the thing, go on, Ray, go on after, yeah, go on, love. They're important because it has an effect on generations afterwards. So even though it's a story that's captured in a moment in time, such as the lesser hall being auctioned off as they can afford to keep it running, by the fight of keeping it and keeping it open, the generations have carried on with our legacy, and now we have those people generations later here. So it's so important that we keep the story going because they are our blessings, our legacies.
Fab.
So it was known, and they said the sound that used to come from here could be heard all the way over town. Right? It was a sound of joy, it was a sound of life. Seth Joshua and all that, he used to preach here. Frank used to, well, he was the main minister, but Seth used to preach here as well. What people didn't, it's not well so written, that Seth could play piano. He was a great singer in his own right. So it was sound and song was a big part of this ministry. And that strain did take a massive toll on it.
We do have an insert from Seth's writings, and he visited Frank in 1919, and he said, "My brother is a broken man."
Yeah. And so they say to him, "You're just too ill. You're just, you're going to die. You're not a well man. You need to look after yourself." He was 58 years old at this point. And he said, no, I'm leading the march. I've always led the march, I'm going to lead the march. So somebody bought a bath, this is what they call a bath chair. It was made in Bath. I used to think a bath chair was like a bath, but it's not. It was made in Bath. And that's a bath chair. So somebody bought this and they used to take him around in it to different places. But he said, I'm leading the march. So the last time Frank was ever seen leading this church, he was being pushed in that. Now, it had been underneath the choir stalls. Well, that's why we haven't cleaned it up. We left it exactly as it is. It's full of dust and cobwebs because it was put at the back there and left there. Frank's chair. So it was the last thing that they saw, but let me tell you, it speaks volumes. Right? It speaks massively that this is a man that, no, the kingdom is going forward. I'm not giving up. Even if I got to get pushed in a wheelchair. I got to be dragged through the streets, Chris. I mean, I ain't going to do it. And her story, her testimony was, she saw, I saw this big looming black presence cross the door. And she said, I remember what the Joshua brothers told me. And I began to sing and ask Jesus to come into my life and save me. To what point the landlord comes in grabs the bear and puts him back in the corner. So that's Maggie the Nuts.
Thank you, John.
But there were loads of stories like that. I mean, just nuts, you know, nuts. Seth's chair, by the way, that was Seth Joshua's chair, his favourite chair when he was here. They used to sit around this fire, not that fire, but this is the same old fire, and chat. Those people they did. So what's the importance of this back room then? Well, it's a place, isn't it? It's a place where a story got told. It's a place where you can see, like, all these guys here. There's Frank there, look. Got photographs going back. Apparently only about 2 to 3 of them came back from the Great War.
Yeah.
To give an impact of what. Can you imagine that? Horrendous.
So, field trip?
Yes, we're having a field trip out to the graveyards for Frank and Seth. And just, I don't know, having a look at a grave, I don't know.
Having a look at a grave with words on it.
Yes, absolutely.
Excellent. Faith's doing her reels.
Doing my reels. That's all I do in the church now, isn't it? So I'm relegated to doing reels.
By the way, the cross hasn't fallen over. There's a meaning behind that. A lot of people think, oh, the cross was upright. No, it was always laid down. And what that means when you see a grave like that is that Frank laid down the cross to pick up a crown. He lived his life by the cross, around the cross. So he laid down the cross and he picked up a crown. Amazing, isn't it? The symbolism just in the grave like.
So, why are you into all this history stuff then? Isn't it really boring?
No, it's actually really fun. I'm just into it because I am. For some reason, I'm very good at it and I love it.
You like doing the research, don't you?
Yeah.
Finding out and uncovering mysteries and
Yeah,
stuff.
nerding out on it all.
Yeah. So, John, why do you like telling these stories?
Because it goes back really to Joshua. And Joshua was told to take stones out of the Jordan, put them at Gilgal, and when people were to ask in the future, what do these stones mean? Then you could explain the story and carry that story to another generation. I say these stones represent when God brought us across the Jordan, took us into the promised land. So that's what these stories represent. Is what is this about? What are gravestones? What is these old churches? What's it about? It opens up a dialogue to tell the story, and that story then can inspire another generation and give reasons why we are doing what we're doing. But basically, look, it's nothing to look at, is it? This is it. Considering what the fella did during the course of his lifetime, I mean, you'd expect like something like this. Big grand looking thing, but no, this is Seth Joshua. And like it says there, look, he fought a good fight, he finished his course, he kept the faith. Right? He did what he had to do, he did it well.
Walk into shot, you can walk into shot now.
Shot. The milks.
So it's all done?
Yeah.
Happy?
Yes, it's been a lovely evening. Oh my gosh. It's been a lovely day. It's been one of those weeks. Yeah, it's been lovely. Everyone's starting to enjoy their cream tea now, and we'll show some more photos and things like
Keeping
that.
the history alive, innit?
Absolutely. And whilst adding to it as well.
Alright, thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah.